You're gonna get it, the Midnight Madness. You're gonna get it, the Midnight Madness. You're gonna get it, the Midnight Madness. You're gonna get it.
And now the Midnight Madness Show. Here's your host, the DJ Doctor.
Well, hello everybody out there in Internet Radio Land. I am Mark, your DJ Doctor, coming to you from a hot day just south of Nashville. Man, it is baking out there, and it's supposed to get even hotter tomorrow and the next day. So if you're out in the heat, please take care of yourself. Don't get overcome by the heat. We are not your licensed weather forecasters, but we do act like one on the radio station, so be careful. So next to me, with his USA hat, thank God, USA, the one and the only, the Hillbilly Heartthrob. How you doing, Jason?
Absolutely wonderful. How are you, Mark?
Oh, absolutely wonderful. Thanks, Jason. If you could slide your mic to the one,
I would love to,
and the only, the effervescent one, what we like to say, Velvet Presley. Rebecca, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to see everyone here, including myself, since I missed, 2 shows?
Yeah, we weren't here last week, and then I think you were sick the week before, were you not?
I was not sick.
No, you were not sick.
I just don't remember. I just have Sometimers sometimes.
Oh, no. You were down in Huntsville.
Oh,
you were
that's
setting
right.
bags on fire and
Oh,
setting them
my
up in the
gosh.
air.
Yes, the botanical gardens in Huntsville. Oh, my gosh. I was just...
Great pictures. You got great pictures of that.
Yes. So. Those lanterns were the animals were all made of the Chinese lanterns, so it was a lot of fun.
Well, we missed you. We're glad you're back. And again, you and I were in Indianapolis seeing grandbabies and kids.
Yes.
So we're back. Jason did a great job covering for the 2 shows.
We may have missed her, but our aim is improving.
Aha. The one and the only, the Hillbilly Heartthrob's wisdom. And then we have down there in the, what we like to say, Nassau Central, the control room, we have Brian. How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Not bad. Is it hot down your neck of the woods, too?
Yeah, no AC here. So, yeah, it's pretty hot.
Yeah. Our air conditioning went out here at the Command Central on the 13th floor of the high-rise in downtown Manchester. And I had to hire, I think it was a couple of Nassau scientists to get it fixed. But the air is on and it's working finally, so thank goodness. So it's going to cool down a little bit. So our artist has already melted. She was
You're welcome.
5'4" when she came in. She's 5'2" right now.
You're welcome, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Jason.
I'm that guy that's like the NASA people.
Yes, that's Jason.
2 of them.
So we want to thank a couple of radio stations that's on right now promoting us, putting our stuff out there on their stations. We want to thank Chris at Heat FM Radio out of New York. Thank you, Chris, for putting us on there. HeatFMRadio.com.
Right.
That's Chris. And then we have
the hottest station on the radio.
What's that?
The hottest station.
Well, it's Heat FM. It's the hottest radio station. I don't know. Today we're physically burnt up. But then we've got Ear Candy Rockin' Radio down there in Muscle Shoals area has got us on tonight too. Lisa T and her group down there. Thank you, Lisa. Man, that Muscle Shoals area is just killer music down there, and we're glad to be working with some of the people down there. We'll talk more about that coming up. Some great stuff, people. Buckle up if you're on WFC Jam's bandwagon. Buckle up. It's going to get crazy and a lot of fun. So we got a lot of things to do. Enough of that. Let's get to the artist tonight. Jason, why don't you introduce this wonderful artist?
I would love to.
I was so excited when you got her booked.
Me too. She just gets better and better and better every time we see her.
And I'm going to talk about that when we get on live here.
All right, why don't you bust into a song, Miss Dallas Remington.
Miss Dallas Remington.
Hey, y'all.
Dallas, go ahead and play us a tune, and then let's get to talk to you a little bit more, and I'm going to brag on you a little bit.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all so much for having me. I'm going to start off with what was my debut single a couple years ago. It's called Found Her Freedom. She always followed the path, wouldn't let herself be free. But her soul was searching for a light that she couldn't see. Her daddy kept her in that house, told her who she had to be. That old flat top was her best friend, played and never was the same again. Left that thought about it before. Until she met a drummer at a show and didn't know what she had in store. Well, he brought out her wild side. She wasn't that good girl no more. Took a chance with her heart and never looked back. She found her freedom in that guy. Her whole world changed when he caught her eye. She found her freedom in that joyride. Breaking all the rules, but I heard her born rebel side. She found her freedom. She broke through all the loneliness, the sadness, and all the chains. With only some pennies in her pocket, she made herself a name. She found her freedom on the road, where she'll find the stuff nobody'll ever know. She found her freedom out of that small town. Her gypsy heart will never be turned down. Her freedom. Oh, she found her freedom. She found her freedom. Thank you.
Miss Dallas Remington, everybody, is with us tonight. I'm going to tell you, Dallas, now, I don't know how long we've been kind of friends and partners. Been 3 years at least?
Yeah, I've known
at least
her for
3
a
years.
while now.
Yeah, maybe going on 4. Time might have gotten there.
Yeah.
I got to see you at the 50th birthday of the Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I saw you, probably 7, 8, 9 months.
Yeah,
since
I know
saw
the
you
last time before that I was on crutches.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's how long
Yeah.
it'd been.
Yes. Well, in Gatlinburg. Was it was Gatlinburg?
Oh, yeah, in Gatlinburg. I saw you in Gatlinburg, too.
And so it's been a while.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to tell you, when you got on stage and you performed, you just dropped me down. I'm like, is this the Dallas Remington that we've known? You have
you.
grown unbelievable
much.
in the music business.
Thank you.
I mean, like, I'm not saying that you weren't any good 7, 8 months ago or a year ago. I'm just telling you, you have grown as an artist, as a performer, as a presenter on stage. You got sassy. You move around on stage a little bit. So I'm just saying, I was tickled to death to get to see you, and I was just thoroughly happy
Thank you.
that night. So when Jason got you booked on the show, I'm like, good, because I wanted to. If I didn't say it enough that night, I wanted to say, man, you've come a long ways. Keep doing it.
Thank you so much.
And you've been awful busy.
Yes.
I think
yes,
that's
we
part
have.
of why
Been all over the place.
I see you on Facebook and Instagram. You're like one of my biggest Instagrammers. I see you every day doing something.
That's my goal. I have to post on Instagram once a day.
How many
That's my
followers do you
goal.
have on Instagram?
We're up to about 9,000, I think, right now.
9,000.
Yeah. So
Wow.
We
And
have an
that's-
Instagram page where we're babies. We just started, so
Yeah.
I'd love to say 9,000.
Yeah, we on Instagram, I've done it on all my social media. I've done it organically. So it's a fact that we just crossed. I think we're at probably about 8,500. So you can round up to 9,000 or whatever, you know. But when I crossed that 8,000 mark, I was just like, oh my gosh, like I'm doing this all on my own. You know, it's really cool to see that, and I'm very thankful for everyone who follows me. And if you don't already, go follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all those things.
Exactly. I see something every day from you, and
Yes.
you're always busy, and
Yes.
that's why you
Always.
had the big change, because you're constantly busy. How many hours a day do you think you're playing music?
Oh, playing music. Well, between writing and doing shows, I mean, it's all day, literally all day. I wake up in the morning, I go work out, I get ready, and then I either go to a co-write, I go to a practice, like a rehearsal session, I go to a show, I do something like, so I literally, and if I'm not at a session with somebody else, I'm in my living room practicing. So it's literally 10 a.m. to midnight most of the times.
Yeah. 7 days a week.
Yeah, 7 days a week.
Yeah, it shows.
Yeah.
It shows.
Thank you.
I want to throw that out there and make the point that I've seen you 7 months ago, almost a year ago
Yeah.
in Gatlinburg, and you did a great job in Gatlinburg.
Thank you.
But when I saw you on the 50th birthday party of the Holiday Inn, I was like blown away. But
you.
that's what practice and showmanship and work ethic does to a performer.
Thank you.
And keep doing it because you're doing a
Yeah.
great job. So let's go ahead and jump into another song. I'm trying to get
Yeah.
my watch party to. Everyone else got their watch parties up and working fine. Mine's sitting there saying he can't do a video. So why don't you go ahead and play another tune real quick, and I'm going to try to
Yeah.
work on this watch party for you.
I'm going to get it back in tune. That's cool.
Okay.
So,
that always helps.
Yeah, it always helps. Makes a song sound a little better, you know?
And let's touch on that. Artists, musicians, all you people that are out there that we see all over Nashville and all over everywhere, tune your guitar, please.
We
Tune
tune
it.
because we care. That's the
Yes.
saying.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there that just don't do it. So,
I also just changed my strings. I'm not the biggest fan of new string sounds, so.
do you
Trying to beat
pre-stretch
'em
them?
up.
Do you stretch them out?
Yes, a
Yeah.
lot. There we go. So, like I said, I've been writing every day, it feels like, and I've been coming up with some really cool songs, I feel like, and it's really cool. It's always a special day when you get to go home, and, like, so I live with my mom still, and so every song I ever play out live, she hears it beforehand. And she knows it's a special song when I come in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you have got to hear this song. So I'm going to be playing some songs that haven't been played out that much because they're newish. Been working on them and woodshedding them, you know. And so this next one is one I wrote with two of my good friends, Miss Nancy Deckett and Ryan Bowie, and it's about a girl named Bambi. Trouble with trouble is he so much fun. If a smile is his trigger, then his kiss is the gun. He'll lure you in with his camouflage talk and leave your heart hanging like a trophy on his wall. He likes to chase, thinks it's all a game. Get away fast for your call in a strap. Can't be slow cause he's in the shadows, waiting for the moment that you turn your back. You ain't the first one, won't be the last one. Run, baby, run with the hare, hunt with the hounds. Don't let the man get you down. He wants what he wants and his sights on you. When he takes a shot, there's nothing you can do. Like a buck and rut, he'll promise so outright, but you'll end up staring in the headlights. He likes to chase, thinks it's all a game. Get away fast for your caught in the shadow. Can't be slow cause he's in the shadows, waiting for the moment that you turn your back. You ain't the first one, won't be the last one. Run, baby, run with the hare, hunt with the hounds. Don't let the man get you down. Run with the hare, hunt with the hounds. Get him first before he takes you down. He likes to chase, thinks it's all a game. Get away fast for you're caught in his trap. Can't be slow cause he's in the shadows, waiting for the moment that you turn your back. You ain't the first one, won't be the last one. You ain't the first one, won't be the last one. Run, baby, run with the hare, hunt with the hounds. Don't let the man let you down. Run, baby, run. Thank y'all. Did all that tuning and it fell straight out of tune.
No, that's the way it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
That last chord was meant to be that way.
Yeah. I played a show last night and one of my best friends was in the round with me. And he looked over and he goes, man, I really like that song. Just imagine how it would sound in tune. I was like, thank you. Thank you so much. My guitar does not like the heat.
Now, you've been playing a lot.
Yes.
You've been playing a lot out of state too, have you?
Yes.
Kind of tell us where you've been.
Yeah, we just spent we spent 13 days down in the Keys. I played for the Key West Songwriters Festival and the Key Largo Songwriters Festival. And then we came back for 2 days or 2 or 3 days, and then we went right back to Pensacola for a full band gig. So we spent a lot of time in Florida recently, but we've got a lot of stuff coming up. We're in Memphis this weekend. Then I'm in Nashville for CMA Fest.
Yes.
And
Now,
then
where are you playing?
off the top of my head, trying to think. I'm still trying to memorize the schedule. So I'm playing for CMA Fest. I know I'm going to be at the Beer Cellar downtown Wednesday at noon. Mm-hmm. And then I'm at Live Oak on Demumbrian Thursday from 4 to 5 doing a featured set, just me and acoustic band. Mm-hmm. And then Friday night I'll be at the Commodore at 7.
Okay.
And then Saturday I will be in Brentwood, actually. I'm going to be performing at the Holler and Dash Boozy Brunch. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Wow.
Yeah, food. I will play anywhere with food, And so that's going to be a fun one. They're actually debuting a brand new line of breakfast cocktails because that's a brunch restaurant. So they're going to be debuting their new line of cocktails, and they asked me to perform. So I'm excited about that. We're doing a 3-hour set there. So I'll be playing from 11 to 2. And then
now, is it you and another artist performing a duet?
Me.
Just you?
Just
okay.
me. So it's just going to be me and this guitar that I beat up.
That'll work.
He stays with me even though I beat him up. And then I think I'm at Nashville Tourist Stop that Sunday night at 6 o'clock.
So, Nashville Tour Stop.
Yeah.
Excellent, because that's recorded, and then they send that to us, and we re-air that on Mondays at 8 p.m. at night. So Aaron and the gang over there at Belcourt Taps.
Yeah, it's a great place. It's fun to hang out there. Even if I'm not playing, I go hang out there just because it's fun.
A lot of great musicians going in and out there. A lot of great songwriters from all over, everywhere.
And
from
I remember
Texas and everywhere.
We were all out of town one day on a gig, and I was with some of my best friends, and I was on Instagram, and the next thing I know, I was just scrolling through, and Charles Kelly from Lady Antebellum was just sitting on the porch at Belcourt hanging out. I'm like, the one day we're not there,
Of course.
Lady Antebellum was there? What the heck?
Yeah.
But it's a cool place.
There's a lot of those that come in there. A lot of people don't have a clue who they are. Because, it's not Tim McGraw walking in there a lot. They don't get a lot of that. But you get a lot of the backing musicians. I cannot think of the young lady you might know plays fiddle for James Taylor.
Yeah.
Gloria?
I think so.
I think it's Gloria.
Their names.
She goes in there and hangs with him and plays, and just phenomenal. But there's a lot of that talent down there at Belcourt Taps downtown off of Belmont and 21st Street, I think it is.
Yes.
So make sure you go down there. We do Russ Lacoste and Friends show out there
Russ.
Friday
He's
night.
awesome.
Yep, Russ is a great guy. We do his show, and we re-air that the following Thursday, and then Aaron does the Nashville Tour Stop. So we love Belcourt Taps. So,
it's fun.
So, Jason, we got some shout-outs. Hang on, we got some people that want to say hey here. Jason, if you got any?
I had one.
You have one.
Tracy Tabor says, hey, Dallas.
Tracy Tabor.
Hi, Tracy.
Tracy Smith Tabor. She's another one of those artists out there just pounding the work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
Macy.
knew that name.
Macy Tabor.
Rang a bell. Hi, Macy.
Yep,
Hi, Tracy.
Yep. Tracy's the mom, and Macy's the one out there performing.
You got to have the mama behind you supporting you. That's why mine's sitting right here with me.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, the band manager. Rich Perry, Todd Johnson was all saying hey.
Hey, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in.
It looks like David Kaiser. We've got Sonia Jean.
David Graham.
And David
here
Graham.
twice.
I think Andy.
Andy Parton. Yeah, Andy's on there, too.
Also, Andy's on there. And Rebecca got mine up. I'll have to announce a little later on. But I'm not sure who I got. I got a ton of people on mine. But I had like a bunch of people on watching you, but there was no video. And they're all were talking about, whoa, she's amazing. So I don't know if they could see you, but I got video now.
Well, cool. Hi, guys. Thank you.
So guys, hang on. We have audio and video on mine, but
What'd you say?
Say that again.
Alejandro Rodriguez. My mouth is dry, so it doesn't even come out right.
I bet he's from Nashville. Anyways,
Probably, you never know.
so why don't you go ahead? Why don't you go ahead and play another song, and then we'll get to know you a little bit more, because again, we got all these new listeners
Real
checking
quick
you out.
before she does.
Who?
Before she starts to play.
Okay.
She's glutton for punishment.
Uh-oh, what happening?
The 29th of June.
Oh no, you didn't, did you, Dallas?
What?
She's going to be at the smokehouse with me.
Oh, I feel so sorry for you.
I was like, did I mess up and tell you I'm canceling or something? Why am I in trouble? Like, I'm not.
You're sitting side by side with the hillbilly himself.
That's right. You're stuck on stage with me again.
That'll be fun. I love the smokehouse. It's a
Yeah,
lot of
they
fun.
great food, great atmosphere.
Yes.
So, I mean, great area to play right off I-24. So,
And we
check
were
it.
playing a gig down in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, about a
Yes.
month ago, and it was our goal all the way down there.
Did you do the Cornbread Festival?
Yeah. I played
Yes.
the
How'd that
Cornbread
go?
Festival. It was awesome. It
Okay.
was a lot of fun. It's my first time being there, so it was a lot of fun. But our goal all the way down there was to stop at the smokehouse. And wouldn't you know, Mama got on the phone and just drove right by it and forgot about it. She was just talking to my grandmother and just drove right by it. But we're going
It
to get back
happens.
there next month.
Yep.
I'll do something really country for y'all.
Okay.
So I grew up with a lot of different kinds of music, just to give you all background. So Mama was a Alabama groupie. She was in their fan club for a long time, and she was also in Bon Jovi's fan club. So I grew up
'Cause
with
they're
all
just-
kinds of. They're the same type of music, you know.
Yeah,
they just go
same
hand
type.
in hand. Alabama, Bon Jovi, you know.
Which one
So-
was her favorite in Alabama?
What was your favorite in Alabama? Randy.
Randy. Of course, all the women like Randy.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, he's a good-looking dude. I mean, how can you
I'm-
not? He
I'm
still
not
is.
even gonna go
Oh,
there,
Randy.
'cause-
But so I grew up with all that in my house, and my first song I ever sang was "Coal Miner's Daughter" by Loretta Lynn. So I grew up on traditional country, but I also grew up on rock, and I played in a metal band. I played bass in a metal band. So I've literally just had all kinds of different music coming in.
I can't see that, but that's all
I
right.
did. It was fun. I got to wear all black and bob the head, and the black nails kind of stayed. I still do that, you know. It's a lot of fun. So my music now is kind of just like a morph of everything I've grown up with, because
Yeah.
I love all kinds of music. So tonight y'all will hear some rock and stuff, but now I'm gonna play y'all something super, super country. That was a really long story to say I'm gonna play a really country song. You know? Just thought y'all needed a background. This is one I wrote with my buddy Robert Daniels. It's called "Don't Confuse My Lonesome." I hate coming home to an empty house. I don't like dinner by myself. My friends have lives and don't wanna go out. So who can I call? There's no one else. Well, I guess that leaves you. But let me tell you what you shouldn't do. Don't confuse my lonesome for missing you, buddy, we're still through. I don't want you thinking there's a chance we'll do more than dance. Just one night we can have a good time. You're going your way and I'm going mine. But don't confuse my lonesome for missing you. You're probably thinking I've lost my mind. Maybe I have, but you're still on the phone. It sounds like you got nothing but time. You're just like me, you're sitting home alone. Well, whatever you wanna do, just remember when I told you, don't confuse my lonesome we're still through. I don't want you thinking there's a chance we'll do more than dance. Just one night we can have a good time. You'll go your way and I'll go mine. But don't confuse my lonesome for missing you. Just one night we can have a good time. Then you'll go your way and I'll go mine. But if I call you tomorrow, don't confuse my lonesome for missing you. Buddy, we're still through. I don't want you thinking there's a chance we'll do more than dance. Just one night we can have a good time. And you'll go your way and I'll go mine. Don't confuse my lonesome for missing you. For missing you. Thank you.
Well, Dallas, we're going to kind of back up a little bit
Yeah.
again because we got new people on a new station listening to you. We want to
Cool.
get them a chance to get to know you a little better. Where are you from originally?
I am originally from Western Kentucky.
Western Kentucky.
Yeah, so we drove back and forth to Nashville for 4 or 5 years, and then we took the leap and moved to Nashville to go full on 100% in this crazy music industry when I was 15, so about three and a half years ago. So
Wow.
yeah,
You're still just a baby into it.
yeah,
But you've come so far.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you. We've
What's been
working
the biggest
crazy.
change for you? What do you think? Has it been the songwriting? Has it been performing? Has it been the busy part of being a business now? 'Cause
Basically, just all of it,
Really?
just kind of when we made that switch to living here full time. I mean, because our first year was still part time. So we've been here full time for about 2 years, almost 3. And so just making it full time, this is what we're going to do. This is my career. And like me just being able to be in the mindset all the time was just like this huge change because I was automatically just exposed to it 24/7. And, I'm living in a town where you can't even go get coffee without hearing somebody sing. There's somebody sitting up in the corner of the coffee shop and it's another person you just get to meet and you never know who you're going to run into on Starbucks,
You
It's
never
just,
know.
And so it just being able to be in it and be in it full force has just been absolutely amazing. And it's caused me to push harder because I'm just like, this is what I want. I'm going to push as hard as I can to do this.
Well, I think it also helps that you got a really strong support staff with your
Yes,
mom.
I do, definitely.
Your mom
My-
is getting you out there.
My mom is here with me. She moved down here with me. Like I said, I was 15 when we moved down here part-time. And my dad is in Kentucky supporting my habit, as I say, with the, supporting us and being the financial backer for right now.
and that's good.
It's
That is-
amazing. So
that is-
they're absolutely awesome. I'm very blessed to have amazing parents like I have that have just not only supported me and what I wanted to do in my dreams. They did the same thing with my brother. He moved away when he was 15 for soccer because that's what he wanted to do more than anything. So I have amazing parents that have let us follow our dreams and let us do what we want to get those dreams.
Yep, exactly. And I want to say, thanks to Dad for
Yeah,
supporting you,
yeah.
and thanks to Mom for supporting you, because it makes a huge difference.
Definitely. It definitely does. I could not be where I am without them.
Let's see. I'm supposed to say from Robert Daniels. Make sure we
Robert.
give a shout out to Dallas's mama, which we just did. So,
Robert actually wrote that last song with me.
and he just said, "Thank you for playing our song."
I love you, Robert. He's like my big brother in Nashville.
Well, thank you, Robert. You take care of her now in Nashville, or we'll have to send our people out to meet your people somewhere.
Yes.
So anyway, thank you, Robert. Thank you for sharing that. And we want to thank Credenda for being on the line. Credenda is another great act out there doing a lot of great stuff. So they're a strong supporter of our station. We want to thank them. And follow them. Follow where they're at and make sure you go see them too.
Yes, they've
Yes.
connected us to England. Yes.
So we want to say, hey, thank you to the Liverpool people if they're listening to us right now. All the people over there in
Awesome.
Liverpool. I would have never dreamed that our radio station would be at the home of the Beatles?
Just two. I was the fifth Beatle.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! So Liverpool just turned us off. And you know, Liverpool saying we're not just the home of the Beatles. We got a lot of other stuff going on. A big shipyard, and, so it's a big
Fun.
merchant
Maybe
area.
they want to ship me somewhere.
They like to ship you stuff. I'll give them $1 if they would ship you somewhere. And just anywhere, help us, Liverpool.
I just
help us.
shipped my pants.
Okay, hi there.
Sorry, I had to do it.
There was a 5-year-old flashback, wasn't it?
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Brian, for the Kmart flashback.
Thank you, big gas man.
Big gas man. Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
Brian.
Now we just lost Muscle Shoals and New York just canceled us. And Dallas will never be back on the show again. Look at all the people dropping off like flies after that. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Brian. All right, so you moved in. You've been here for about 3.5 years. What's some of the venues you've been hanging out at that you've been performing at?
Yeah, well, I've been
Besides
playing-
with us.
Besides, yeah, well, actually, where I met y'all at the Commodore Grill, I hang out there a lot. I call that my home away from home because I've met 90% of the riders I ride with have met right there in that building and made some amazing relationships and gotten to play a bunch of amazing shows. And I hang out there, and then I hang out like at the local and just all over Nashville. I play a lot on Demumbrian at Live Oak and Doghouse when we're in town. But I've been doing so much out of town recently that I'm missing it, you know. So I'm hitting up Demumbrian tomorrow night actually to go see some people play. I'm not even playing. I'm just going to go support everybody.
Yeah. And that's the big thing. Even though you're not playing, you go out and you study and you learn and you build relationships and you network.
Exactly. That's one of the reasons we decided to finally move down here because it was when I was at home, you know, we would come down for a day or two, you know. We didn't want to pay a hotel room because we're only from 2 hours from here. So we'd come down, I'd do sessions all day during the day. I'd do my show and I'd hit the road and I'll go home. You know, there was nights I wasn't getting home until my dad was leaving for work the next morning. And he would get up and leave at like 4 and we'd be pulling in the driveway, you know. So we were just like, we were missing that networking and getting to go see my friends play shows and getting to see them and support them and meet their friends and everything like that. So that was one of the reasons we just decided, hey, let's just full on, let's do this so I can do the whole Nashville life and get to do the networking and get to meet amazing people like y'all and get to just hang out and cool down for a little bit.
It's that night when you think you're going to take a night off that, I'm just going to go maybe down, check out, you know, some venue. And then all of a sudden, that's the night something amazing happens. It's when you least expect it in Nashville.
Exactly.
Sometimes I see people go 100 miles an hour. It seems like they're just spinning their tail.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, they just say, I'm just going to go over to the local and hang out. And you meet amazing artists, amazing people. And that,
you never know who you're going to meet.
So you just got to network, got to hit it hard. So
never fails that night that you're just like, oh, no, I'm going home, but I don't want to fight traffic, so I'm just going to go sit here for a little bit. That night that
bang.
You should have been there.
Yep. Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, why don't you hit us with another tune?
Yeah.
And we want to thank everybody that's on. We got 3 watch parties, 4 watch parties going, plus our internet, and we're cross-posting to a ton of different pages out there. And Brian's got us on YouTube and Periscope and Twitch, and I don't know all the websites he's got us out there.
I don't even know what that last one was you just said. So.
I just made that one up. I
was about to say, what? I'm like, woo.
Mark's
that's
been having
legit.
seizures.
Yeah. Twitch. But no, he's got us on a lot of...
Hi, Caitlin.
Nobody can hear you.
Hey, Danny. Those are great friends.
Yeah, Danny Zatoli
Yeah.
and Caitlin
Hey, Danny.
Michelle
Hey,
May.
Hey, Caitlin. Yeah, we actually just hung out with Danny down in the Keys. They're from Florida, so they came and hung out with us. Let's see, I'll do this one. So I've been very blessed to be able to release some singles of country radio. And last year we were here for promoting my second single when I hang out with y'all. So I'm going to play y'all what's my current single at country radio now. This is the first single we've released. And we're very excited about how it's going and where it's at on the charts right now. So for those of y'all listening, y'all can go listen to this one online. I've got a record out and it's on it. This is a song called Boy in a Band. And when you get done watching this Facebook Live or listening online or whatever we're doing, y'all go to my Facebook page, and the pinned post is actually my debut music video, and it's for this song. So y'all go share it with your friends. We need a bunch of views. We're trying to go viral, you know? Keep it going.
There you go.
It's called Boy in a Band. My mama said he'll break your heart in two. Said when you start to fall, he'll steal your parachute. Yeah, he's got green eyes and long dark hair. My mama told me to be prepared. She said he'll make you wanna walk this way, then he'll whisper in your ear and make you wanna stay. He'll give you everything you thought you needed in a song he wrote about you. But I don't care, yeah, 'cause I'm in love with a boy in a band. I don't care, yeah, I'll always be his biggest fan. I know I'll get my heart broke when he goes back on the road again. I don't care, yeah, 'cause I'm in love with the boy in a band. Boy in a band. When he plays guitar, it makes my heart go wild. And when he sings my song, it really makes me smile. Yeah, he's got green eyes and long dark hair. I really should have been prepared, but I don't care, yeah, 'cause I'm in love with a boy in a band. I don't care, yeah, I'll always be his biggest fan. I know I'll get my heart broke when he goes back on the road again. But I don't care, yeah, 'cause I'm in love with a boy in a band. Boy in a band. My mama said he'll break your heart in two. Said when you start to fall, he'll steal your parachute. But I don't care, yeah, 'cause I'm in love with a boy in a band. I don't care, yeah, I'll always be his biggest fan. I know I'll get my heart broke when he goes back on the road again. But I don't care, yeah, 'cause I'm in love with a boy in a band. Boy in a band. Thank you.
You're listening to Dallas Remington here on WFMCJams.com. That is exactly what I was talking about, Dallas, right there. The way you get into the song, you have grown unbelievable. Your voice has gotten strong.
Thank you.
You got an attitude. You have a little growl in your voice, you know, when like you say, you kind of gotten sassy a little on stage. We talk a lot. And I know people get tired of hearing me talk about it. They just get tired of hearing me anyways. But they get tired
That's
of
for
hearing me
sure.
talk about, I don't
Yep.
want to hear you play. I don't want to hear you sing. I don't want to hear you. I want to feel your singing. I want to feel your music. And you're doing that. There's not many that do that.
Thank you.
When you did that on the 50th birthday party, I'm like, oh my God.
Thank you.
What happened to Dallas? Because she has just, she's blossomed. And you're doing it
Thank you
tonight.
so much. Thank you.
I'm very tickled to death about your performance.
Now,
Thank
truth be
you.
known, this is a song she just played, Boy in the Band.
Yeah, it's all about you.
She
I
wrote
know.
about
'Cause
me.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
all about write what you
Totally.
know, I guess, you know,
Yes.
Jason.
I'm writing what I know.
So Claire Riddell
Okay.
said, I love this song. It was great to see you perform last year at the Commodore Grill.
Oh, awesome.
Anna is listening from Richmond, California.
Awesome.
So we are just, you're
Coast
just,
to coast.
Yeah.
Thank y'all
Coast
so
to
much for
coast
tuning
and-
in.
Oh, worldwide. So,
We also have Lacey Snyder listening.
oh, cool.
Thank you, Liz.
Another great artist out there.
Yes.
Ken Dale from Michigan and Michelle Van Dyke from Michigan.
I'd like to
Awesome.
tell you on my, but the list goes on, and I'm afraid I'm going to miss. People are going to get mad. You didn't mention my name. So everybody that has been on my watch party and has made a comment about Dallas, thank you. Now turn that into Dallas. More likes on her Instagram, more likes
Yes,
on her,
please.
followers on her Twitter, and more
And make that
likes
video
on
go viral.
Make that
Yes,
video
go share
viral.
it.
Boy in the band. Now, do you co-write more than you single write, or what do you do mostly?
Yeah, so Nashville is a co-writing town, and I've seen that. Well, I know that since I've come to Nashville, I just co-write, and that's what everyone does. And I was actually in a situation a couple weeks ago where someone was like, "Would you play something you've written by yourself?" And I'm just like, "But I love what I co-write, And I'm such a musically driven person that I love being able to be in a room with someone and we get a lyrical idea, and I can just go crazy on guitar parts or melodies or whatever, and then it's so amazing to have that person in the room that you bounce the lyric ideas off of, because I could get an idea, but when somebody else is in the room, it just gives you that, like, the either yes, that's an amazing idea, or no, you could do better, or we can do better, we can find the way it's supposed to be, and I find that being with someone, for me at least, being with someone else in the room is the best way for me to come out with a song that is what I want to say, because sometimes I don't know what I want to say, and it takes another person being there to help me. I'm not Tony Arata. I can't write the dance by myself,
Right.
Nobody can. Who else is Tony Arata, But it's just amazing for me I've surrounded myself with so many amazing writers,
Right.
and just those who, like, I started writing a lot when I was 15, I made so many friends with so many writers that made me feel like I had a voice, and I love being in a room and being with people that make me I feel like I have a voice and feel like, okay, yes, because when I'm writing by myself, I feel like, oh, well, nobody else has experienced this, and when you get in a room with 2 or 3 other people that are just like, we've all been through that, not be the exact same, but we have been, and to get all the different input on all the ways they did it to make it to where everyone and people out in the world can relate to it as well, and have people come up to you afterwards and be like, I've been through this exact same thing. That's what it's all about.
Now, we mentioned a co-writer earlier.
Yes.
Well, who's some of the other ones you co-write with? Who's some of the other favorites you like to work with?
Yeah, there's so many. It's gotten to where I feel like I only get to write with people once in a month, because I'm writing with someone different every day. I mean, there's so many great, amazing writers, but our friend Cindy Limbaugh Torres, I still write with her all the time, and Scott Barrier, and we've been writing a lot with an artist named Allie Colleen, who's absolutely amazing, and I love being able to be in the room with her.
Isn't she crazy? Isn't she funny?
She's so funny.
Another you, because I see something on Instagram. I see her
Every
feet
day.
on a kayak.
Yes.
I just want to choke
all the
her.
time. Yes.
Yes.
She's
But
amazing. And
amazing talent. Yes.
And then there's the list just goes on and on of the amazing people I've been writing with, and the amazing new people I'm meeting. Like we said earlier, every time I go out to a show, I meet another co-writer. We might have to book 6 months out because we're both crazy busy, but that's just someone else, on the list, and just. I'm loving all the songs. Not every song I come out with is something for me, but if it's something for the other artists in the room or for us to pitch, then I'm happy. Whenever I finish the song, I know it's going to find a home somewhere. So.
Oh, yeah. If we do this right, we probably got time for 2 more songs.
Awesome.
So why don't you pick one you'd like to do
Yeah.
now, and then we'll see what our time frame is, and if we can sneak another one in, we will.
Speaking of Allie Colleen, I'll do one I wrote with her and Scott Barrier and Cindy Torres.
Okay.
This is one I got the idea while I was down in Mississippi at a songwriters festival, and one of the writers was sitting there talking about he'd just gone through a divorce, and he said, her magazines keep coming, or Cosmos or something. He said a name, and he was like, they keep coming. And he's like, so I'm a songwriter, and I use them for ideas. And I was like, but that's an idea in itself, So I went home, and my first write when I got back was with Allie and Cindy and Scott. And so I had this idea, and I'm like, well, it's going to be a guy song. It's going to be like her Cosmos kept coming, but it's going to be like her magazines, And they were like, well, why don't we just make it a girl song? And me being from the backwoods in Kentucky, the first guy magazine that came to my mind was Field and Stream. So that's what we ended up with.
All right.
You Field and Stream magazine in the mail again. I see your name, I go insane, thinking thinking of revenge. First time has come since you run off with my best friend. I'm sitting at home all alone, might as well read the thing. Your film stream magazines just keep showing up. Shoot to kill and other skills like how to skin a buck. And I've been thinking lately it wouldn't be too hard. So I geared up and got me a truck, 'cause you can't haul a carcass in a car. It's hunting season, time to track, plant my tag deep in the woods and no going back. It's hunting season, pick my spot, laying wait. By the time you see me, it'll be too late. Your film stream magazine, my brand new lace on life. Dressing camo, bought the ammo and a big old skinning knife. Your subscription's my addiction and it didn't cost a dime. Killing whitetail and a white male, they won't get away this time. It's hunting season, time to trap, plant my attack deep in the woods and no going back. It's hunting season, pick my spot, laying wait. By the time you see me, it'll be too late. It's open season. Ooh, that's what you get for cheating. Your film stream magazine, that's the best thing you ever did for me. Thank you.
Very, very nice.
Thank you.
Dallas Remington, everybody. Sponsored by Field and Stream Magazine.
You know, maybe. That would be fun.
That would be
awesome.
funny. Hey, I performed at a show that was sponsored by, what was it, Purina Dog Chow.
Huh.
So you don't know. You don't know.
I think the Cornbread Festival's sponsored by Mary White. Is that what it is? Martha White? Martha White? And the Lodge, but both of them.
Wasn't that a cool place? Wasn't that a cool place down there?
I got some free muffin mix. It was
You got some free muffin mix? Well, Jason, who's our artist next week? And then we'll get right into another song.
Next week, 7 p.m., we have Aaron McLendon.
Okay.
And 8 p.m. will bring us Jeremy Parsons.
Jeremy Parsons. All right. So another fantastic round of artists next week. And again, while we got a chance, we want to say, hey, thank you to Lisa T and her station down there in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Thank you for putting us on there, as well as Chris at heatfmradio.com out there in New York. So, Dallas, why don't you tickle us with one more song, and then we'll say our goodbyes.
Yeah.
I hate saying goodbye.
Well, thank y'all so much for having me. So this song hasn't been released yet, but hopefully we'll be releasing it soon.
All right.
It's one I wrote with Miss Nancy Deckett and the wonderful and amazing Miss Bridget Tatum. It's called Princess. You don't think you gotta cook. You don't think you gotta clean. You wanna paint your nails, sit around reading magazines. A selfie machine, a junkie for the main. Well, there's a difference between perception and reality. You ain't a princess, you're just a dirt road debutante. There ain't no prince here, just a bunch of boys and some pickup trucks. Yeah, and the closest to the crown you'll ever get or ever got is at the bar taking double shots. You ain't a princess, you're just a small town hang around, never leaving hotness. Ain't got a castle on a hill, girl, let me be real. You got a double wide trailer with some late utility bills. Your daddy ain't no king of anything. It don't count that your mama was the 88 soybean queen. You ain't a princess, you're just a dirt road debutante. There ain't no prince here, just a bunch of boys and some pickup trucks. And the closest to the crown you'll ever get or ever got is at the bar taking double shots. You ain't a princess, you're just a small town hang around, never leaving hot mess, girl. I've been knowing you too long for you to sell me on that junked up, knocked off charade you got going on. You ain't a princess, you're just a dirt road debutante. There ain't no prince here, just a bunch of boys and some pickup trucks. Yeah, and the closest to the crown you'll ever get or ever got is at the bar taking double shots. You ain't a princess, you're just a small town hang around, Pinto getting round, dime store discount, prize winner fairground, never leaving hot mess. Thank you.
Dallas Remington, everybody. Make sure you jump on. Tell us our social media real quick before we sign off.
Yeah, so my name is Dallas Remington. That's Dallas like the city and Remington like the shotgun or the curling iron, whichever one you want to choose. And so y'all can find me at dallasremington.com, and from there are links to every form of social media that I am on. So I'm on all of them. So y'all come hang out with me online.
Well, thank you for being our guest again.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
It's just fantastic. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Keep knocking them dead out there, and I know you will. And I want to say thank you to everybody that's been listening. Make sure you like her pages and share it, and go find out where she's playing live. So for Miss Dallas Remington, Brian, the IT guru down there in our Nassau control, Rebecca, the Velvet One, the Hillbilly Heartthrob, and myself, Mark, your DJ Doctor, we want to say thank you. Until the next Midnight Madness show, y'all take care.